Isn't this the most gorgeous looking color of a Stratocaster? I think it is. This is the Harley Benton JAMster SCA. So the ST in the JAMster name refers to the shape. ST is for Strat, but this is the JAMster. So that means it has a built-in system here. So you can turn that on and off. And within the guitar, you have a bunch of like tones. So you can get clean, clean with reverb, overdrive, distortion, distortion with reverb, and different levels of each. So it's meant as a like practice guitar, and it has a couple of levels of the way you can do that, because it has a headphones jack right on the guitar. So you can actually plug your headphones right into the guitar and monitor straight into your ears and just like jam, you know, jam with the JAMster. If you don't want to do that, you just want to plug it into an audio interface or something and still use the effect. If you use the jack out for the cable that goes into your mixer or audio interface or something, the audio from the processing unit passes through to that. So you don't have to mix some kind of weird cable into anything. It's just, it works really easy and seamlessly. And there's a tiny little switch here so you can use to turn that on and off. Super duper simple. So with that said, the JAMster is just this standard like ST20 guitar that Harley Benton make, and this specific one is in the sparkling candy apple finish, which I think looks gorgeous. I didn't expect it to be such a deep red color, and then with the black hardware I think it looks pretty awesome. So first impressions, this guitar is actually fairly well built. It is one of their cheaper guitars. It is something around like $110, 110 euros, something like that. It has a humbucker and 2 single coils, and then this classic 5-way switch between the pickups. All of the pickup configurations, they will go through the processing unit as well, so you can choose the pickup that you need for the tone that you're working with. Fairly small standard tuners here. So far they're fine. I haven't had any real issues with them, and the stability is, you know, what you expect from this cheap guitar. If you want to upgrade it a little bit, you could get better tuners that are maybe like locking or something. But everything feels pretty nice. And all I've done with the guitar is what I do with a lot of these cheap ones. I've lowered the action of the strings. That does improve the playability quite a bit. That's the only thing I've done. I just took the little hex key or Allen wrench that came with it. I just lowered the bridge just a little bit, went through the neck to make sure that nothing buzzes. I want to demonstrate some of the tones from the guitar, so I've got it plugged right into my audio interface. So the tones that you will hear are just the ones built into the guitar. So before I go through the tones of the guitar, I'm going to explain very briefly how the system works. The little switch turns it on, there's a light here that you can see, and there's this rotary dial here. It has 5 positions, so it goes from clean to clean reverb, overdrive, distortion, distortion, reverb. With a middle button here, you can press it and it changes the color from green to blue, and then from blue to red, and then back to green. The green one is the level 1 of each tone, the blue would be the level 2, and the red is the level 3. The rotary switch will have the same tones in all of the levels, but once you increase the level, you get more of the tone, if that makes sense. So with a reverb tone, you get more reverb. With a distortion tone, you get more distortion. With a clean guitar, you get slightly more pushed clean. I'll go through that. So let's start off with the clean tone, and this is what the guitar sounds like. So that's the clean tone through all the pickup configurations. Now if I press the middle button and go from green to blue, I get a little bit more. And then press again for the red or level 3, you get even more. I personally prefer the level 3, the red of the clean setting, because it just gives me more tone. The other one is a little bit thin to me. So let's go back to level 1. Let's go to the clean with reverb. So we just got a little bit of reverb here. Let's go for the second level here. Third one. So you can hear that the reverb increases quite a bit and the tonality of the clean guitar, it's like a little bit more pushed. So let's go to the next one, and this would be the overdrive. Sounds fine, it's just a low gain drive, so I guess it's like a, kind of like an pushed AC30 or something kind of tone. So level 2 has a little bit more gain and more tone. And a bit, yeah, a bit more gain, a bit more drive. Level 3 has even more. Sounds pretty fine actually. So let's go to the second one, which would be the distortion. One thing to note here is that there is quite a bit of level difference between all of these tones, and I guess that's just because there is different amount of gain and all that stuff. It's to be expected. So this is the distortion. To me, it's not that inspiring in the level 1. So level 2. Level 3. It seems like the volume is kind of going up a little bit and a little bit more gain, but the tonality is about the same. I kind of wish that they would have programmed it in a way so that you would have 3 different flavors of distortion, because it's all the same tone. There's not one distortion for all, because we all have different tastes, different, you know, likes. So I think this distortion tone is not the greatest. It's fine for jamming into your headphones, I guess. I wouldn't use this for any kind of recording. The 5th tone is the distortion with reverb. So this is the level 1 of that. Then there's the level 2. So they say it's distortion and reverb, but it seems to be a little bit of delay as well, so. And then level 4. A bit too much reverb for my taste. So with all of this said, it is a budget guitar. It is meant for beginners. It is meant for people who just want to be able to pick up the guitar, plug their headphones in, plug it into an interface, and just like jam. Get a couple of quick tones, jam it, work through some ideas or something. It's not the best tone in the world, but it is a tone, and it is something that you can use to kind of figure out like an idea or something that you want to play. So it's fine for that. There's no way of adjusting any of the tones other than which one you want to use and at which level you want to play it. So there's no app, there's no connection, there's nothing like that. You just have what's in the guitar, and these are the presets. For a beginner, awesome. You know, it's pretty cool. But that said, if we switch off the circuitry, we have a regular guitar with regular pickups, and we can plug that into an amplifier, into a modeler or something. So let's plug it into my Quad Cortex, go through some tones and see what we have in this guitar here, just as a regular guitar. So here we have my classic JCM 800 rig on my Quad Cortex. This is a clean-ish tone. It has a little bit of drive because it is just a very nicely driven amplifier, and making it too clean, I think, is a disservice to the amplifier. So here's the bridge pickup. So these pickups sound fine. There's nothing wrong with them. Honestly, the only thing that I would immediately change are the strings. They are dirty. I don't like them. They're not high quality. It is a cheap guitar. It's normal. I would swap them out for better strings. These are they're like 9 to 42, so they're way too thin for me. I would swap them out for 10 to 46, something like that, and then like slightly adjust the neck and this stuff just to make it play nicely. For me, that would be the way to make the guitar really good right from the box. New strings, very, very minor adjustment, and you're off to the races. You just need a couple tools and they usually come with the guitars. So with that said, I think we should go through some more tones just to demonstrate the guitar as a regular guitar, not using the modeling amplifier thing inside of the guitar. So this is a slightly more driven preset of the JCM 800 rig. I just remembered this on the spot. It's a song by an Icelandic band. I had to look up the name of the song. The band is called Agent Fresco. The song is called Sea Hell. So this would be a higher gain tone, and let's just finish off this video with a little bit of that. Maybe drop tune into drop D. It's an awesome guitar, and you got the option of plugging in your headphones and just like jamming, which, like I said, is great for beginners. If you're a beginner, then you've got a really killer guitar here, and you can get it in different colors as well. There's one thing I forgot to mention. The guitar is powered by these just regular AA batteries, which most people have access to easily. If you want to get this guitar, please use my affiliate links that is down below in the description. That gives me a little bit of kickback that I can put back into my other videos. Please comment, share, subscribe, like. Let me know in the comments what you think about the guitar. Do you want to get one? Do you have one?